Can I be a professional at this yet? I feel like my hair is not great today. I need to wash it. I'll do it in the morning. I always push off washing my hair because letting your hair get like all dirty, it's gonna sound so weird. Like this is a great way to start a live cast, even though no one's watching live. Um, I like to leave my hair to get like, you probably can't tell, but my hair is just like oily and greasy and just, so that's why it's up. If my hair is up, that means I need to wash it. Uh, um, my hair needs to be washed, but I can't be bothered. So I always push it off to the last possible minute, and I have stuff to do tomorrow, like outside of the house. I had stuff to do today outside of the house, but I didn't know I was doing anything today, but I know I'm doing stuff tomorrow, so I'm actually gonna be prepared for it. So I'm gonna wash my hair in the morning. But anyways, I like to get my hair like oily and dirty because the oils, like it's your hair's natural oils, and so it nourishes your hair. It makes your hair better. Um, yeah. Uh, I'm weird. I did something kind of big today. Um, I made a life-altering decision, and just to pray that no one gets mad at me, I'm gonna put a halo on my head because I'm weird. No, I'm kidding. Oh, how about this one? Because this one is more suitable to the situation. I wish it was like actually over my eyebrows so that it didn't look crazy. I'm gonna go back to the halo because YOLO swaggins. Uh, Dennis on fire joke. Oh, I'm sitting in the reference. Weird. Oh look, it's my laundry basket. That's hot. Um, I made a huge decision today. It's very serious. According to my neighbor and my friend, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's an 8. 10 is death, 9 is moving, and 8 is this. I didn't want to like post about it on anything and make it like super official until I told like certain people so that they wouldn't feel offended that I didn't tell them first. But certain people aren't responding to any of my messages and my attempts to contact them. And so I'm just going to do it on a live stream. And if you watch my live streams, then obviously you care about me enough to know what this is. And I think only Marin watches my live streams, and Marin already knows. Because Marin's a true bae. I love her to death. I will never run out of good things to say about Marin. Anyways, I'm not going to Bingham for my junior year. I'm going to a place called Valley High School, and basically it's for people that are behind in credits, like me. I'm gonna take this halo off my head because it's distracting me. Um, Basically, for my 9th and 10th grade years, well, I've been struggling with depression, and I know, like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm depressed, everyone feel bad for me, and it's all depression's fault, which I mean, like, a lot of it is. Some of it's my fault for not trying to get over it, but I didn't know that I had it, and it's like you can't fight something that you don't know what it is. But depression, along with depression comes a lack of motivation, and I wasn't motivated to do my classwork. So I would go home and I would blow off all my homework and all my projects, which is dumb and I shouldn't have done it. And I feel the regret now, but back then, like in the moment, I'm just like, I'm not thinking about it or I'm pushing it off and I'm procrastinating. And I didn't realize it was an actual, like, something that was wrong with my brain. I thought it was just that I'm a procrastinator and I'm lazy and that I'm like a good for nothing rotten teenager. But I have depression, and so I have a hard time doing classwork, and I have a hard time buckling down and doing it. Um, I had actually decided today, earlier today, I didn't know what was going on. I was just in the house, and I was, you know, being me, doing things that I do, mostly like watching YouTube and, eating breakfast and, like cleaning up my room. And my mom called me. She said, "Hey, we're gonna go look at Valley High School." Let me tell you something. I didn't know what Valley High School was. I had no clue I was going today. She hadn't told me. She called me about 2 hours before she came to pick me up, and I was like in pajamas, not ready for my day at all. I hadn't like my hair is down, no makeup, wearing the PJs, and so I was like, yeah, okay. I got ready. Like, I don't need 2 hours to get ready. I need like half an hour to 45 minutes or an hour if I'm feeling like really luxurious and I want to act like a rich white woman and take my time. Um, and so yeah, I went and I listened to what they had to say, and I met the principal and the assistant principal and some of the office ladies. They were really nice, and I was like, yeah, I think I want to go here. And so I went to go get the paperwork, and I realized something. I've never talked to my vice principal at Bingham. I walked in, and he thought I was a new student. I was there for a year, and he thought I was coming in to be a sophomore, or that I was transferring from another school. I mean, like in a school of 2,500 kids, like I can't expect a principal to know me, even though like we have multiple assistant principals, and he, like, my last name categorized him as my assistant principal. And so yeah, but when I went over to Valley, like the principal is a sweetheart. The assistant principal, I think they only have one. So I guess it's the vice principal. I guess they don't have any assistant principals because at Valley there are only 500 kids. And by third quarter, they estimate that they're going to have 800 because, yeah. And Valley is it's not only a school for kids that are credit deficient, it's for like kids that need to like work full time to support their families. It's for teen parents. It's for, people like that. And like, I'm not really a troubled kid for the most part. Like, I don't go out and like do drugs or anything. But just for the longest time, I just had a hard time buckling down and doing schoolwork. And this place will help me make up for all of that. And yeah, I deserve the hell that I'm going to go through because it's not all my fault, but it is for the most part my fault. So yeah, that's fun. I was thinking today, and I had a weird idea, and I don't know if I'm going to do it. Maybe not. Probably not. Um, I was thinking of, because I'm so spoiled, making a third YouTube channel, which is excessive, called Gilio Streamio, and just do live streams. Because live streams are easy, because I don't have to edit, don't have to think, and I can just sit down and do it impulsively, and it goes up, and people watch it. Or at least one person watches it. I only get like one view per live stream. Um, yeah. So anyways, I mostly just wanted to talk about Northridge, not Northridge. Let's talk about Valley High School because it's a really big decision. It was like my thing is like I I might cry. I'm sorry, because I'm very like emotional about theater because theater is the one place I feel like I belong. And it's like my people. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's like somewhere where I know I can go and that no one will reject me because everyone else is kind of the same. Because theater is where a lot of the rejects go. Um, and Valley doesn't have electives. They don't have any electives. They have a work release, but they don't have electives, and they don't have theater, and they don't have sports, and they don't have anything. And that's like that just makes me really sad because I fought for like ever to be in theater and not drop theater to take other things. Because, you know, just like being in a family, everyone's like, oh, well, you should take this. And I'm like, you don't wanna. And they're like, but you should because blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I like, and everyone's like, oh, you should drop theater. And I'm just like, I'm not dropping theater. And for the longest time, I was just adamantly against it, and I would like get physically angry anytime someone brought up dropping theater. I met, I, I, I don't know. I would say that theater was a very indirectly a big part of the reason that I'm friends with Marin now, because theater is where I started talking to Sierra, and through being friends with Sierra, I became comfortable. If you don't know who I'm talking about, I'm sorry. What? Oh, I know what you are. You're a bugger. You deserve to be in the garbage can. Oh, that was my uke. Oh, didn't sound good. Oof. Uke is fine. I'm not gonna play it right now. But through talking to Sierra and being friends with Sierra, I became like more comfortable talking to Marin. I can talk about like I can make an entire video about Marin and she'll watch it and she'll fangirl and I will love it because Marin deserves anything good that anyone has to say about her. She's just the best. And yeah, enough girl crushing over Marin. But yeah, I today I had to take a step back and think I can't be so selfish to take theater and film studies and all of these other electives that I don't need because I need to look to my future because my future is not going to be acting, probably not going to be film studies or hip hop or calligraphy. It's what I want is I want a future in special effects makeup. That's what I want. That is plan A. If plan A doesn't work out, then I have like other plans. But the thing is, I can't just sit back and get what I want all the time and take the classes that I want because I don't deserve it, frankly. Why am I getting emotional? This isn't something to get emotional about. But I don't really deserve to take the classes that I want to because I didn't earn it. I don't know why, but sometimes like parents like to make their kids out to be total brats. And sometimes like just as a joke, I'm rude to my mom and she thinks I'm serious. So she thinks it I'm a bitch all the time. Not, or at least I hope I'm not. But like people are like, wow, you're so spoiled. Like look where you live and look what you get to do with your life. But this is just going off on a weird tangent. I wasn't raised here. I'm not used to this. I still like pull up to the house and I'm just like, yep, I live here. And I mean there's a downside to everything good. I know it sounds really pessimistic, but you know, it's true. I don't have a perfect family. I don't have a perfect life. Even though to anyone on the outside looking in who doesn't know anything about my life, um, they think I have like the perfect life. They're like, oh, you went to the Pentatonix concerts. I'm just like looking at the ticket that I have up there. And they're like, oh, like you live in this house and you have X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, there are people that have a lot less than me, like as far as like material wise. People for some reason always look at the materials and they're like, oh, you're so lucky because you have this. And I look at them and I'm like, you're so lucky because you have like I don't know. Like, you have siblings that, like, care about you and think about you all the time. This has turned into a talk about my family. I have siblings, but I'm sure that I don't cross their mind most days. Because, besides my brother who lives with me, they don't see me, like, ever. So I'm not as spoiled as everyone thinks I am. And I know I don't deserve a lot of things that I have. I literally, like, want to get off and start crying because that mood just hit me. This is what depression looks like, guys. I'm having a mood swing. I wish I could take a minute, but I can't because I can't edit it out. I will always talk about that in live streams. I'll just be like, oh, I wish I could edit this out. Because I can edit out anything in videos. The thing with live streams is that you get to see how a person is without them editing it. Because when I make a video, I can just show you what I want to show you, and I can delete anything I don't want you to see. Like, I don't know. If I had a weird tic, like if I had Tourette's, and I'm not making fun of people with Tourette's, but if I did have Tourette's and I had like a weird tic, and I still wanted to make YouTube videos on live streams, I wouldn't be able to hide that tic. But in videos, I would be able to because I could just edit out the parts where I'm ticking. Like, it's just an example of it. I don't know. Like, my mom's walked in a couple of times during videos. She walked in on one of my live streams. Well, my mom's walked in during a couple of my videos, and I can just edit them out. There have been times where I've had to get up and leave during a video, and I just edit it, so you never know. So you never know which videos are constantly filming, which ones that are all on take, and which ones I had to do multiple takes. Yeah. Like in videos, like I can do a take 5 or 6 times. So like if I wanted to do a cover right now with my ukulele, I could like if I screw up in a video, like I can just edit it out and you'll never know. But if my nose, it's just so bad. If I started doing a cover on a live stream and I messed up, I can't undo it. Oh, what's with my nose? I don't want to like scratch my nose too intensely because it looks like I'm picking it. My nose is running because I was having a little mood swing a couple seconds ago. I don't know why that. Well, I know why. It's depression. Like, I don't know. I know everyone's gonna be like, "Oh wow, she's." I don't know why, but I always like paint other people out to want to make me look mean, because that's what a lot of people do. Like, I guess that's just kind of something that I've been used to. Like, a lot of the kids I went to middle school with would always try to make me sound like a bitch. So like everything I said, they'd be like, "Well, that's offensive." It's like being on Tumblr every day. People are just like, "Well, that's offensive. Wow, you're an attention whore." It's like, no, I'm telling you something because I want to get it out in the universe. Or just so that you know it and you can have it in your mind to be like, oh, yeah, that's why she's acting that way because of this. I'm not like, I don't tell you that I have depression for sympathy. I don't tell you so you'll be like, oh, I feel so bad for her. Gonna like her video. I'm gonna leave a comment like telling her that like it's better. I appreciate the one person that's commented my videos like that so far. But I'm not like I don't tell people stuff so that they'll feel bad for me. I tell people stuff so that they'll know, so that if it comes up in the future, they're not just like, "Whoa, what's that? Wow!" Um, like it's not really part of my personality to be really moody all the time. People think that I'm just like a badass and I like to sit back and be emotionless. But sometimes other stuff gets in the way of it. It's really obnoxious and I hate it. Um, but yeah, you just witnessed a mood swing. Congratulations. I think this is the first time that like people have seen a change in my mood. That was fast though. Well, not really. I've experienced really fast mood changes. This is turned into a video about depression. Sorry. Another thing is like just I have ADHD, which is just another thing that I'm telling you, not so you feel bad for me, just so that you'll know it. I feel like there are like spots. Can anyone else see that spot? Like there's a green one right there. There's like a purple looking one right there. There's like a blue one right there. There are some. My hand is. I don't know what those are. It's not my camera. Like, it's not on my camera. Unless it's like really deeply embedded into the glass or something, but I don't think it's on my camera. Anyways, something else I was thinking about earlier today is like the people, like YouTubers, anyone that's on YouTube, we choose to share ourselves with the internet. And I hate when people say, well, you put it out on the internet, so you shouldn't be mad when people say mean things. Let me tell you something. 99.99999 percent of the things that people say on the internet, they would never say to me to my face. Like a lot of comments I've got, like, well, I used to have a lot of comments on old videos on my main channel that I have since deleted the comments and or the video. But like people will be like, oh, you're such a fat whore, you're a slut, you know, just generic troll online asshole comments. And I've been like, if you want to meet me somewhere, you can say it to my face. Because honestly, the internet just gives people so much power to feel like I don't have feelings or that it will never come back to you. Because let me tell you something. You know that you left that comment, and I know that someone left that comment. And please tell me you heard that. I have a freaking, oh, I've mentioned this before. I swear I have. I have I don't know if it's a mouse or a rat living in the ceiling above my room. Like living up there. And I hear it running around. And it was just running around. Ugh. Anyways, I don't know if you could hear it. Probably not, because sound quality is. But anyways, like, what was I saying? I was talking about like people being assholes in real life that they wouldn't be online. Nikki Tutorials. At least I think it was Nikki Tutorials. She's a beauty guru. She's amazing. She's beautiful. Some people don't like the way she looks. She was doing the Get Ready With Me with a girl from Australia. And she said, like she was talking about the same thing. And that's what kind of sparked it in my mind. Because I'll get to like something else I've like been thinking of way before that in a minute. But she was saying like people should stop like I'm trying to think of exactly like the way she said it. Someone commented and they were like, well, you put your face online, so you should expect people to be dicks about it. And then Nikki was like, well, people don't have to be dicks about it. Because no one is forcing you to be a jerk. No one's forcing you to watch this right now. No one's sitting there, well, most likely, no one's sitting there with a gun to your head making you watch this. I don't understand the stupidity of some people to comment mean stuff when they could just go to a different video or a different webpage or just do something else entirely. And honestly, if you get offended over tiny things, like I understand like certain things getting offended over. Like I understand like if someone's being like racist or like prejudice or just like anything like that. Like if they're being like homophobic. I understand getting offended, but getting offended over stupid things. Oh, I just it just it this if you are going to get offended over stupid stuff, please leave the internet. Like Emma Blackery. If you follow Emma Blackery, I love her to death. She made a video that was like if websites started dating. And for Tumblr, she was like, well, that's offensive to pretty much anything that the person that was dating Tumblr was saying. Like, wow, this looks delicious. Well, that was offensive. Haven't you given any consideration to people that don't have mouths? Like, I was just like, yes, thank God. Someone like just points out the fact that so much of the internet just thinks that everything is offensive or wants to think that everything is offensive. And it's the same people that want to paint everyone out to be rude. Like to anything like that I say or anything that anyone says, they're just like, well, that could be taken this way. And it's like you're putting words into my mouth and you're taking my words that did come out of my mouth and twisting them to make them what you want them to be. Because let me tell you something, if I say something, I'm not intentionally being rude. And I can safely say that for everything in my life. I don't know if I can safely say it for everything that has happened in my life, because sometimes, yes, I have regrettably, and I'm sad, like I'm mad at past Jill Abby for saying offensive things to intentionally hurt people, because that's not okay and it's not nice. But I can safely say for anything I'm going to say in my life and anything I have said, especially in videos online, I am not saying anything for sympathy or to be rude. Like, um, the my feelings on Patrick Star video that I put up, people are mad about it. I mean, like, even like the top 11. If I ever stop and look up like I just did, it's because I hear it running around. Oh, we've done everything we can, but it keeps coming back. I've lived here for 5 years, and that thing, like, I don't know if I just never heard it, but I started realizing it was up there, like, I think less than a month ago. That's a sexy face. That's a screenshot for you. I was saying something. Please, please tell me you heard it that time. That time was pretty loud. Anyways, don't you love how I get so emotionally into something and then I totally forget what I was talking about? Me too. I just realized that that could be taken in a defensive manner. I was talking about people finding things offensive. Anyways. Ooh, I feel like the internet should be like Valley High School. Valley High School, they treat that place like a job. Because let me tell you something, it may not pay you right now immediately directly, but in the future, having that diploma, man. But anyways, they were saying like if you don't do your work, you will get fired. And I was like, you know, like I was like, anyways, but they were saying when we were just sitting here, they said you're going to see a lot of different kinds of people at this school. So you may not be gonna have to talk through it because every time I hear it, I just like stop and look up. I do that when I'm normally doing stuff too. It's not just now. It's like every time I'm ever doing anything, I just stop and I look at the ceiling and I'm just like, really, dude? Really? If you wanted ice cream, I reckon we'd be friends. Get along quite nicely, cause you would not even but sucking on my vein. Anyways, that's a Toddle Waddle song called Little Mosquito. Anyways, I was just singing it for the. Cause if you wanted ice cream, I reckon we'd be friends. Anyways, I'm weird. Okay. Okay. They were saying like you can't be like all this stuff, like homophobic, transphobic, like all that kind of stuff. And I was like, why can't the world be like that? Like when you apply to like to be a human, there should just be like this contract that says you will not be homophobic, transphobic, racist, any of that. I'm just like resisting the urge to just stop and look at the ceiling, even though that's like what I'm doing right now. Oh my live stream yesterday was like so long. Sorry. Sorry to anyone that watched through all of it. Ooh, my mom accidentally kicked me in the foot today. It felt great. Please tell me you sense the sarcasm because I'm about to choke on it. It hurt, and I turned to her and I was like, Mom, you just kicked my foot. And she was, at first, she was like, so what? And then she was like, oh, because she kicked the foot that I got stepped on because I was wearing flip flops again. The same flip flops that I got stepped on in. If you don't know about that, okay, kind of. No, I'm kidding. I got stepped on by a horse. I'll show you if you want to. If you don't want to see it, just close your eyes for a couple seconds. Yeah, y'all. Ooh. Oh, that toe looks real nice. Yeah, yes. All right, if you close your eyes, you can open now. Um, it's weird. My foot just feels weird all the time. I feel like I should finish this live stream and then finish the Lord of the Rings, or at least start to finish it. Why does that always come on? I hate, okay, this air conditioning. It just. Oh, my stepdad's having a pizza party tomorrow, opening the pool, having people over, and I'm just like, because I have to be out of the house. So he arranged for his son, my stepbrother, who is 30 something, has a wife. He has arranged for that person to take me and my brother to go see a fun movie. That was literally exactly what he said. He said he's going to take you to go see a fun movie. I was like, excuse me, but I don't like when people tell me, like, when adults tell me that I'm gonna go do a fun thing. I'm just like, no, no, stop. Because, like, my mom says, like, fun when she's referring to something, like, I'm trying to find something in my room that she would say is fun. Like, okay, this like flip flop. It's got glitter and it's like turquoise and it has like a design on it. She would say this is fun. Like anything that's like colorful and glittery and girly and spunky. She says it's fun. And I'm just like, no. Ooh, I got told by my friend's brother to take this off because I went over to her house. Actually, it was the same day we took pictures. Went over to his house and I had this on, and he hangs out with a lot of gay guys. I don't know how long it's been since he last hung out with his main gay friend. But like, I don't know. I'm going to share a memory with you for a second. Ariana, who lives next door, um, she used to get dresses, and like we would just like put on the dresses and like prance around and be like, "Oh, I'm so cool." So when I first moved here, I went to her room and I put on a dress, and it was like this olive green dress, and it was like one of those ones that's just like this, and it has like the tulle, and then it has like some detailed beading stuff around the waist, and then like just a tulle skirt. Like obviously there's fabric underneath it because tulle is sheer, see-through, whatever, not opaque. And it like went down to my knees and it had the spaghetti straps and the tulle was glittery. And I put it on in the bathroom. And yet again, I will say it again, I am a very early bloomer. And I felt awkward because I was the only one in our little friend group, because it wasn't just me and her. There were some other girls who had tits, basically. And so I was in it and I felt weird because I had boobs and no one else had boobs. And like everyone else was just like flat chested. Well, pretty much flat chested, or they had like mosquito bite boobs. But I had like actual boobs that I need a bra for. And I felt really self conscious. And plus, there's the fact that like my arms are not the skinniest. And it was sleeveless. I felt really self-conscious, and I was like, I'm not coming out of the bathroom. So he walked in and he said, "That color looks great on you." I was like, "Stop that." And he was like, "No, seriously, I hang out with a lot of gay guys. I know my colors, and that color looks great on you." And then I came out of the bathroom because I felt encouraged by that. And I'm like rubbing my arm. It's turning red. It looks beautiful. Anyways. But he said, "Hey, this thing off." And I said, "No." I looked him straight in the eye and I went, "No." And then I continued to do whatever I was doing. I think I was playing with my crutches, which are now downstairs because I don't need them and I don't use them. And I don't wear my wrap anymore. Ever since I took it off, like when I took it off in that last live stream, I just haven't been wearing it. Yep. I love this hair, except for I really don't because it bugs me. Otherwise. Are my lips hot? No? Okay. Am I the only one that's tried this? I don't know where they are now. There's this like life hack where you take, this is gonna sound disgusting for a second, and it's makeup related, so I apologize to you guys. I always try to keep like the stuff that I say very gender neutral, because I know that guys don't really watch my videos, but it's kind of like I would like to try to not lean towards one gender, and like I don't want to sit here and stretch. I don't want to be like all about one thing and just kind of throw my middle finger up to anyone that's not like related to that one thing, like especially like makeup. Because I do love makeup and I love doing my makeup, and some people have been like, "Oh, why don't you do makeup tutorials or nail art tutorials?" Because sometimes I do walk around and like my nails look cool. Obviously, they don't look cool, you know. But like, people are like, "Oh, why don't you do these kinds of tutorials and those kinds of tutorials?" And I'm just like, well, because I know that some guys watch my videos, and I don't want to kind of like give them the middle finger and be like, "Hey, you can't relate to this, and it doesn't entertain you." So, ha ha ha. Like, that sounds very like gender rolled. Like there are girls that wouldn't feel comfortable watching a nail art tutorial, and there are guys that would totally follow it. Like, but like in general, I can safely say most hetero guys, I don't want them to feel excluded from watching my videos. I don't want to only relate to one kind of audience base, I guess. I don't want to like set myself up to be a beauty guru or a lifestyle guru or, you know, like all this kind of stuff. I want to be Jill. That's what I want. That's what I want with my channel. I want to be Jill. I want to be Julio Video. I want to be me. I don't want to sit here and like I made my channel to express my opinions. And yeah, probably I'll do like some makeup tutorials sometime when I can be bothered. Nah, I'm kidding. Like, I'll do some makeup tutorials sometime. Maybe I'll enter the Face Awards next year. But just like, I feel like everything's already out there. I don't want to do like natural makeup because there's also the fact that I'm about to go into a little bit of the makeup talk. And this is the point where I wish I had like Jillio Streamio so I could just do different live streams with every single idea that I have. But I can just do like one live stream, even though probably no one's gonna watch it all the way through. I feel like I should make Jillio Streamio. As soon as I can do like normal vlogs again, then yeah, I'll probably make Jillio Streamio a thing. Because it really appeals to me personally as a person. Anyways. But like what looks good on me won't look good on everyone. And what I like will not. I mean, like, I already feel like I would feel bad enough about excluding pretty much most guys as a whole and some girls. I like just like if I want to do a makeup tutorial, I want it to do something that's like cool, not like something that's basic. You know, do you feel me? Like I don't want to do like foundation routine because that's already been done 5 billion times. I don't need to show you how I put skin colored stuff on my skin colored face or like eyebrow tutorial. Like I don't like that's just I draw my eyebrows on like this. I love how you can see like all the dots on my face where actually that just looks way worse than it is. There's something wrong with the camera quality because I do not have that many zits on my forehead. Nowhere near that. What's going on here? I don't know if it's the lighting or if it's my makeup. I think it's partially my makeup. Or maybe it's the fact that earlier today, I feel like probably today's a bad time to already label it as this, but I used, people are going to think that this is disgusting. But like other people have done it, and it's supposed to be totally sanitary. I used one of those, you know, those like toilet seat covers that like you can like they come out of a dispenser in public toilets. You can put it on the toilet, and then you can flush it down the toilet. Those are supposed to be the same thing as oil blotting sheets, so I used one to blot my face, and it worked. But I don't know why that looks so bad. Like I know I have this. That's hot. I have like some weird stuff going on there. Sometimes it happens right after I pluck my eyebrows. Yes, I pluck my eyebrows. I don't have a lot of great stuff on this side. And some great stuff on the side of my eyebrow right here is like I love how this has just turned into Jill judges her skin. Anyways, these are what my eyebrows look like. I do them with an eyeshadow and then I put some other stuff on it. If you want to know how I do my eyebrows, freaking I use L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in the whatever mocha, who cares, dark brown, and I use a freaking brush and I draw on my eyebrows and then I use the L'Oreal. I don't know why I use L'Oreal eyebrows. It just happened, okay? Sometimes I don't use L'Oreal. Sometimes I use some MAC. Sometimes I use NYX. Sometimes I use other things. Anyways. But yeah, and then I use the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper, whatever. And that's how I do my brows. Like, it's not rocket science. What do I use on my face? L'Oreal Infallible, whatever, Pro Matte, who cares, foundation. Then I use most days I use the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in Chantilly under my eyes. Because guess what? That is just full coverage, and it is the only thing that brightens my face. What do I use for contour? Freaking MAC Taupe Blush, and my contour is pretty much off right about now. I'm just saying this stuff because it's so basic. I don't use, like, a concealer for my face, a concealer for under my eyes, a concealer to highlight my nose, a concealer to clean up around my lipstick, a concealer to clean up my eyebrows. Like, I don't use all that kind of stuff. I'm just like, yep, I have a foundation, a concealer. I don't even really use blush most of the time, or highlight. A lot of times I just contour my face, and that's it. As far as my face is concerned. Like, I put on my foundation, put on my concealer, set my concealer, and then I contour, and that's it. I'm basic. And everyone's like, oh, you look so good. What do you have on your face? And I'm just like, it's not really, well, I guess not really the products, it's the way you apply it. But anyways, anyone that doesn't care about makeup is probably clicked off by now. Sorry. Anyways. But, like, I'm not that interesting as far as makeup is concerned, like, for everyday use. I'm not even wearing eyeshadow today. This is mascara and brows. I wore foundation, I contoured, I put on blush today. Wow. Highlighted, which is something that I have been doing a little bit more often lately. I was wearing lipstick earlier. It's using Violet Volt from Milani, which is just bright purple, like neon purple. And yeah, I like, honestly, like, when I sit down to do my makeup in the morning, well, I don't sit down, I stand up. I don't sit there and go through my stuff and be like, oh, well, I'm going to make this look with this and this. I literally put stuff on my face and I'm like, yeah, and then I'm gonna like put some of that on. Yep, that looks good. Now I'm gonna blend it. What else can I use? Oh, that. Like, I don't sit there and be like, oh, I want this look today. What can I use to achieve it? I'm literally like, all right, yep, that, yep, that, yep, yeah, uh-huh. Like, it's just weird. And plus, like, everything comes out different every time. Every time I put makeup on my face, it's not gonna look, oh, my back just popped, exactly the same every time. This live stream is, like, way too long, and I apologize, and I'll get off, like, soon. Oh, I just realized I never got to the second part of my whole people sharing stuff online thing. Well, I want to make a video about it anyways. YOLO Swaggins. That's a Dan is Not on Fire reference. For anyone that, like, doesn't already know, he says YOLO Swaggins, which is satirical and referring to the YOLO cost. It's probably not something to joke about. Is it too soon for Holocaust jokes? Yeah, it's too soon. Me and my friends always joke about the YOLO cost, where we're gonna weed out all the douchebags and kill them. I'm kidding. I'm not a killer. I don't kill people. I imagine killing people, but what's the beginning quote from Castle? It's like, there are two kinds of people that sit around thinking about ways to kill people. Psychopaths and mystery writers. I'm the kind that pays better. That quote defines me, because I have started writing so many books that are never going to see the light of day, because guess what? I have ADHD and I can't finish them because I can't bring myself to sit down and do it. Plus I have depression, which means I don't get motivated to sit down and do it. And when I do get to sit down and do it, I'm distracted immediately because of ADHD. It is the worst combination of two things that have just ever happened. Because anyone else who has ADHD and depression, you understand. But like I'll be sitting there and I'll be thinking about something and I'm actively like, I'm gonna go do that. Like I need to go do that right now. I'm gonna go do that. And I just like I get up and I'm just like, I don't want to. And maybe if I can bring myself to do it, I'll sit down and I'll start a project and then I'll just be like, hey, you know what sounds really good right now? Food. I don't even eat that much. Like I'll go downstairs and I'm just like, what do I want? And then I'll end up not eating anything and I'll just come back up and I'll just forget about my project. That happens to me so many times. It's disgusting. That happens to me with homework. That happens to me with books. That happens to me with books that I'm reading, books that I'm writing. It freaking happens to me with everything and I hate it and I wish it would stop. I wish that I could solve some of my problems. I'm trying to solve the depression, but it's been, I think, almost a month since I started my medications, and I don't feel much different. I'm a prude, and I'm usually in bed by 10, and it is 10:10. Well, I'm not a prude. I'm just like usually not doing anything. I'm like laying in bed with my laptop on my chest, freaking scrolling through YouTube. I'm so interesting. Or I'm up doing homework late, which is just so much fun. Anyways, I need to do stuff now. I'm gonna end this now. Anyway, bye. Finally.